I really wish I had recorded you singing. That was
Wow, it would have
beautiful.
been great. Yes, I could just be like, "Hello,
Hello.
hello."
One of these days we're going to do that at the same time and
Yes.
we're going
Well,
to
no, we
harmonize
should do it
terribly.
just like the hello, hello, hello.
It's barbershop trio.
Yeah, it'll be great. So anyway, book time.
Okay, yes. Anyway, this is episode 4 of Burning Books. As a reminder to all one of you who are listening, these are ebook recommendations from bookbub.com, restricted by genre and available for a limited time for less than $3. We make fun of them and sometimes we even read them.
This is a true story. I bought several of the books from last week, and by several I mean one. I got the free ones too. Okay.
Before we start, last week I talked about the handwriting font I've been using, Annie Use Your Telescope by Kimberly Guestwine. And I'd also like to give a shout out to the other font I've been using for our various outbursts, which is called Offshore Banking Business, created by Vic Feger. They both make their work available for free, so this is us saying thank you.
Yay.
Huzzah! We like free things.
All right, anyway, so books. Number 1, we're starting off, still in the Valentine's Day theme with Tied Together.
Oh,
Aw.
those are some
There's the
conservative torsos.
Yeah, there's a better one.
Look at that. It's not your
Yeah.
ordinary romance with a K.
It's not your ordinary torso.
Funny enough, though, it is your ordinary romance. Ryan and Brandon lead nearly opposite lives, but that can't stop their sizzling chemistry. Will their differences tear them apart, or can love bridge the gap between their worlds?
You know, I expected something completely different from the cover.
Right? Like anything at all?
Yeah.
Oh,
Anything.
hey, look at that. Somebody in the comments said that this book is divided up into 3 parts and spans a time frame of about 15 years.
It's a long book.
That's a long
It's a long time to be
romance.
doing this thing. Or that person.
That's a long time to be like, I don't know if our love is gonna work.
Right? Yeah, I feel like you would figured it out by then.
Well, apparently
Right.
the one has a crush on the other one. I don't know.
Oh, so it's kind of like a low key stalking?
Yeah, it says we get to see the boys
can
move
get
on to
behind that.
college where Ryan continues to embrace life in all his gay splendor while secretly crushing on his best friend.
Okay, that sounds kind of adorable. That sounds way more adorable than the BookBub blurb.
Right? Well, I mean, what are the odds they make something sound not as good as it actually is?
Even though the pair have a couple encounters that indicate that Brandon may reciprocate Ryan's feelings, Brandon is so conflicted over his sexuality and wants to remain firmly in the closet. What happens when Ryan pushes Brandon too far? Will their friendship turn into something more, or will it go all up in flames? This person is very good at this. Like,
BookBub should hire them.
Yeah, that's
their name was Sinfully on Amazon. They're
Ooh.
the top quote.
Ooh, well, of course they are because they did a better synopsis than anybody else.
Aw, they met when they were in high school. Ryan steps in and saves Brandon from an altercation with a school bully, and the pair form a fast friendship. How cute.
Aw, that is okay. This book sounds adorable. How much is it?
I think it's 99 cents.
Mm.
Next is A Blast from the Past, and by the past I mean
Aw.
7 days ago. It's becoming his master.
I
We remember
remember
this book. This is the
you.
book that we wanted to hate, but then we read a
But we
little bit
ended up
about it. And we
liking
didn't
it.
hate it so much.
It's another tie. Is this so far our theme?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
today's early theme is ties.
2 for 2.
Next book is Other Worlds Than These. This is an anthology.
I see that. I kind
With
of like.
probably a lot of people.
Well, Stephen King.
Yeah, do I
I'm looking to
recognize
see
any
if
of
I
these people?
recognize.
Oh, George
Hey, look,
R. R.
George
George
R.
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 Martin.
Martin. Kenya, he's doing things in other books
Yeah.
instead of his own book.
That bastard.
You know, he's allowed to write other things.
But he's not allowed.
right now.
Not
He's not
right
allowed
now.
to go ride in a hamster
He
ball.
can write other things later.
Not while you're waiting for your book.
Yes. He keeps giving me promises and then taking it away.
That bastard.
What if you could travel to a parallel world? This dazzling anthology will take you to strange and wonderful realms with over 30 fabulous stories.
But there's not 30 authors. Oh, and many others.
Next up is City of Savages. In this thrilling post-apocalyptic vision of the future, sisters Sky and Fee unearth their mother's secrets as they struggle to survive in an occupied Manhattan.
Oh, occupied by what?
I'm assuming some sort of military.
Well, okay, that
thing.
kind of makes sense because usually when you're talking about something being occupied, it's militaristic.
The next one is This Glittering World, and I can't tell. At first, I thought that thing on the front was a seahorse, and then I thought it was a dragon, but now I'm guessing it's a
It's a
bird. Is it a
bird.
bird?
It's a
Oh, I thought
bird.
it was a fairy, and I'm like, what?
It's
Nope.
a
Now I
bird.
see that it looks like a bird.
Yeah,
Bird.
when I saw the thumbnail, I thought it was a fairy, and then it's a bird.
When Ben finds young Ricky dying in the snow,
Oh,
the
that's sad.
disquieting experience leads him to question everything in his life and sends him looking for answers.
That's super sad.
That does sound sad. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, no. Is Ricky a bird though?
That makes it a lot less sad. Like, he
Yeah.
goes out and he's like, this dying
Oh,
bird.
Ricky, you're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my mind. Oh, Ricky.
Yeah, I guess Sarah's just gonna sing the whole time. Today's secondary theme is us bursting in the song.
Well, next one is called Brain.
Brain or Brian? Oh, Brain.
I can read.
It's a confusing name.
The man who wrote the book that changed the world.
Is it about that?
Apparently, it's
Oh, yeah,
hilarious.
well, okay.
This one sounds pretty meta. All Daniel wanted to do was write the next great American novel. But after his dreams are crushed, Daniel decides to write something that will sell and begins a hilarious journey full of unexpected twists. So, like, it's a book about a guy who wrote a book.
Oh, that is kind of meta.
Yeah.
Okay.
The author's name is more unique than the character's name.
Dermot Davis.
I like
That
it.
sounds familiar.
That's a fancy name. Next, we have the final encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia. No, I'm sorry.
It's not British.
That would be too much. That would be too much television. Sorry.
Encyclopedia, yes. British
A
would be
child's
T-A-E,
cycle novel.
Encyclopedia.
Ted.
A
What?
detailed future history of mankind. The human race has split into 3 warring factions and must reunite to defend themselves from the barbaric capital O others.
Ooh.
A true science fiction classic. Oh, it must be old.
It kind of looks like it's old.
Yeah,
I was
the cover.
even thinking,
The
I was
cover
like,
looks old.
Yeah,
I
the
was
font
like,
looks kind of old.
very minimalist. Like it's got to
Classic
be old.
military science fiction. It's a child cycle novel. Child, CHILDE.
Yeah, but I want to know if it's like the first one in a series.
Oh, that would require Amazon, and my hands are busy doing something else.
Well, if it's all right.
It involves paint.
Paint sounds like fun.
Not when it hates this.
Next is President Me.
By Adam
Well, actually, no.
Carolla.
I don't know if the president is me or if like president is being used as a verb here, like President Me, like as in give
It's
me a
Adam
president.
Carolla, who was a comedian, so it's probably President Me. Like,
Yeah, especially with
Me,
the
the president.
America that's in my head.
But what if he were president of the United States? Yeah, okay. Adam Carolla is blah blah blah, all the things you just said. But what if he were president of the United States? An irreverent comedian shares his self-serving vision for America.
okay, yeah, that's about exactly what I expected.
Fox News says it's a hilarious, politically incorrect tome. Thanks a lot, Fox News.
Well, if it's politically incorrect,
They love it, obviously.
well, right. I was going to say, how would Fox News know anyway?
Right? Like, by what gauge is
Yeah.
Fox News calling this politically incorrect? Like, is he dropping the N word all the time? Or are they like, oh, that's funny?
Right. Well, Adam
'Cause that's-
Carolla, him and that other guy whose name escapes me, did the Man Show. So,
Next, we have Killer Instinct. While using her formidable combat expertise to teach self-defense to women, Charlie Fox gets mixed up in a world of violence and must put her skills to the ultimate test.
her name is literally what they use for CNF.
If Jack Reacher were a woman, he'd be Charlie Fox.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Lee Child.
I as I saw Killer Instinct and then Zoe Sharp, and I'm like, what? Because Zoe Sharp I thought was the name of the book.
I see.
Because
why
it
you would
even
think
has
that.
the O shot out. It even has the O shot out. So I was like, literally,
Oh,
it's interacting.
it didn't even occur to me. I like barely glanced at the book. I was like, yeah, I guess the book's name isn't Zoe Sharp. Are we going to do this thing again?
Yeah,
I
apparently
guess.
we are.
I guess.
There's a lot of names on it though. So Charlie Fox up in the corner and Zoe Sharp and the Killer Instinct. It's like, what is the name of this fucking book?
P.S. Who is Jack Reacher?
I have no idea.
I wish I could tell you who wrote his books. but I can't.
Oh.
He's one of those crime novelists, like the big guy. I don't fucking whatever his name is. I'll remember it
Oh.
a little bit here.
That the guy who did the quote. It's literally Lee Child just name dropped his own character in
Is
the
it?
book quote.
I didn't think it was Lee Child.
I like a random search just brings up those two names and all of the.
Okay, then maybe it was Lee Child.
That is not classy, Lee Child. Get out of here.
Well, no, unless he's trying to say this, like, well, if you like my books, then you'll like this book, because if you
Well,
like
right,
my
yeah,
character,
that's
then you'll like this character.
well, yeah, that's the point of like a book quote from a specific person. But I'm like, dude, come on now.
Yeah.
Next, we have the 17 collection.
You know, that is a very well photoshopped. Also, what is going on that cover?
I really can't tell. It looks like a shoulder, the back of a neck, and then like a staff that sort of looks like a flute.
I can't quite tell.
This engrossing series introduces Lucas Soul, who has died 15 times in the last 450 years.
Oh, Jesus.
But between a world-changing mystery,
He's used to follow his wishes on the Dragon Ball. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
maybe a cat
I'm
god
done.
keeps bringing him back.
Damn
Like,
it.
oh. You know, now he's gonna have to listen to this channel.
One more subscriber who isn't your child.
Right? Just one of my friends, you know.
But between a world-changing mystery and the threat of ancient cults bent on destroying humanity, another encounter with death seems entirely possible. That was well written. Good job, BookBub, for another rare, well-written description. It's $1.90 time. $1.99.
$1.90 time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1.90 time. You get 3 books, and I mean, all of that sounds really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kindle version of just the second book is free, but the first one is $1.99. So getting all 3 of them is actually a very good deal.
Yeah, maybe I'll get the second one for free, and then if I like it, I'll get these ones
You'll just
for
be
money.
confused for a little bit, and then
I am very used to being confused. We have the Book of Love.
but is it really?
I don't know. Do you think I know what love is?
No, you don't.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
This is a musical today. We all just have to do choreography.
No more.
I'm doing the head bob.
From a renowned poet and celebrated translator, this beautiful and accessible collection with over, I don't care how many ratings it has on Goodreads, Rumi's lyrical poems explore the breadth and depth of love and are sure to resonate with all readers this Valentine's Day.
I mean, unless
So
you
it's
don't
poems.
understand love, like Kenya. Or me, for that matter. If it's not hatred, I'm lost.
We only understand spite.
At least she's
Yeah, I understand spite real fucking well.
Next up, we have exigency.
Whoa, that is, I don't like the word.
Ew.
Okay, I'm
How about we
sorry.
change the name of this book because I don't like the word.
Okay, what do you want to change it to?
Something not that word.
Okay.
What does it mean?
It means like a really like great need,
Then we'll just
like a requirement.
we'll just change it to it's one of its synonyms.
Needy.
But it needs to be a noun.
Hold on, I'll find one. Hang on.
9 explorers take a one-way trip to an alien planet populated by a gentle, industrious people and a race of dangerous predators. When disaster strikes, the 2 surviving scientists must travel through space toward an uncertain future. Well, I guess we know what happens to 7 of those
It
people.
needs to be a
right?
noun, you said?
That's a little
Yes.
spoilery.
There's acuteness, constraint, crisis, dilemma, distress, emergency, jam,
Did she
junction,
just shout
necessity,
crisis?
need, pass, pickle. We should call
Let's
it
do
pickle. That's
emergency.
it. It's called pickle.
Oh, they got
I was
into a
gonna-
real pickle today.
Okay. Yeah, real pickle. 7 of us died.
That was a real pickle.
That tower in the background looks like a pickle.
There we go.
Yeah, it does.
Pickle it is. Pickles.
Oh, this next one looks like a fun and jaunty romp. What ho, automaton?
What?
I don't know.
That does look jaunty. Jaunty as fuck.
Oh my god, what are we looking at? Why?
Something jaunty, Sarah.
Now.
So droll. In an alternate 1903, gentleman detective Reggie and his robot valet Reeves set out on a
Yes.
life of laugh out loud adventure.
How much is this?
99 cents.
Too much. But that sounds fantastic.
You can probably, it's under humor, but it's best selling, so you'll probably find a copy of this somewhere, like a physical
What
copy.
ho automaton? Let us check the Amazon.
I want it to be a question. I want it to be like, what ho automaton? Which
Right?
one?
Yeah.
What ho do you mean?
Yo? Like HOE. Yo.
Oh my, speaking of hoes,
Yo ho.
reluctant concubine.
Oh, I'm already disappointed with where this is going. I'm also disappointed with what is going on.
It's a
with that
saga.
perspective.
Right? There is something very, like, her arm is weird and her claw hand is weird.
I think
And-
her arm is okay. I think what's throwing us off is the sleeve. It makes her
Well,
arm-
yeah, the sleeve makes her arm look skinny, but also her head is huge, and also her head is tilted down while her shoulders are tilted very the other direction.
Yeah, there is something wonky going on with this perspective.
And her hand, like, looks so huge in comparison to her shoulders.
Something wonky this way comes.
Tara, a healer enslaved by barbarians, struggles to survive in a harsh new land. Can she save the realm and win the High Lord's heart? No, she can't,
None of that is concubine.
because she's a hoe. Maybe she has to, like, pretend to be one. I don't know.
Maybe they're forcing her into it. I feel like if she's a healer, though, that's kind of one of those necessary skills. So they wouldn't make her do anything else. Like,
Maybe she's undercover.
okay, maybe.
I won't be reading it, so I don't care.
Right.
Today's other theme is steampunk because we've got bronze gods.
Yeah, we've been dancing into.
Look at that author name.
A. Murder is their business, and business is good.
Ew, don't.
That's
Why?
An apparatus
That is so
infernum
overused.
novel.
I thought that was Benedict Cumberbunt or whatever his name is on the front there for a moment.
I thought it was. Who's the other guy? The other Doctor Who guy?
David Tennant, Matt Smith.
Oh, Matt Smith.
Matt Smith was number 11. He's the one
Yeah,
with the weird
no,
face.
he does kind of look like
Well,
Matt Smith too.
That guy looks like all of them. Intuitive Janice and practical Celeste are no strangers to catching dangerous criminals, but their latest case has them hunting a violent psychopath whose sinister magic threatens their very existence.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't expect magic in steampunk. That's
Yeah, it says
that's
it's
not a
a
normal
gripping
thing.
blend of steampunk and urban fantasy.
Huh.
And I'm quite a sucker for urban fantasy.
Yeah. Shut up, Andy.
Yeah, Andy.
Yeah,
Don't know what
Andy.
he said.
Subscribe, Andy,
Another
subscribe.
subscriber.
Woo! Next we have Caretaker. Ethan was supposed to sleep peacefully for the 50-year journey to another planet, but he's in for a
Video
rude
game.
awakening.
It's a video game.
Faced with decades of solitude, Ethan will have plenty of time to get to the bottom of this ship's dark secret.
Oh, so everybody else is dead and he gets woken up early.
Well, fucking absolutely.
I think I've played this video game before.
You haven't. You don't play space games.
I have once or twice.
She had to stop and think about it, guys.
We also have Dark Walker. I feel like there's a theme here, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Victorian. Like, because steampunk is also Victorian.
Vengeance never forgets a debt.
So, and the what Ho automaton would be also steampunk / Victorian.
Fair.
Oh.
Yeah.
That has been a definitive theme this time
Right.
around.
10 years ago, Police Inspector Nicholas Lenoir was a legend, but a nightmarish encounter with a relentless spirit of vengeance destroyed his life. Now a disturbing new case hints at the Dark Walker (D's) return, a riveting mystery in a Victorian-inspired fantasy city.
It's first time in print.
Except this is
That's
an
what
ebook,
it says on the
so
cover.
it isn't.
Well, I mean, at some point it was printed.
Next looks very biography. It's called Dear Carrie.
My Life with Cary Grant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rare photos and private letters. This candid account of an actress and filmmaker's life, including her stormy marriage to legendary Cary Grant, is whatever. It's a big long quote from something I don't care about.
Yeah. That one feels out of place.
Blah, blah, blah. Story of my life.
Well, it's 99 cents if you. Whoa.
Sorry, I bumped my microphone.
I feel like I just got punched in the face.
You probably did. Was my dog there?
No, I'm not crying.
Oh. You weren't crying the last time you hung out with my dog.
Well, sometimes I'm drunk.
Sometimes. Oh.
This book is called Silent Assassin. Dan Morgan thought he was through with spies and lies after leaving the CIA.
Ooh, I like spies and lies.
But now, with a dangerous terrorist at large, the government needs its top agent more than ever.
Of course they do.
Silent ass.
I feel like this would have been.
Okay. Fast, efficient.
That's,
lethal.
yes, Sarah. That's how you spell
I know.
assassin.
It's just like reading it like that.
Jesus.
It would have been better calling it spies and lies, I
This
think.
kind.
I like spies and lies. I like the way it. I like. It's like I like alliteration, so it's
That
almost
one-
like that.
It's called rhyme.
Shh.
This kind of authenticity can only come from an insider.
Oh, so this was written
I
by a
guess. I don't know.
spy?
It's fast, efficient, and lethal.
Yeah, but how do we know it's true? Spies a lie. That's what spies and lies taught me.
I'm gonna go to bed now. Bye. We're done. We only did 19 books. Next is A Very Strange Trip.
That certainly looks like. Oh my God!
By
It's
L.
L.
Ron
Ron Hubbard.
Yep, also known as the guy responsible for Scientology.
Good job, Scientology, Broseph.
It's an
Or
original
Shakalaka.
story by him, but the novel is by Dave Wolverton.
That's very confusing.
Well, they probably like found his manuscript or something and
Maybe.
turned it into book. And since he is died, then
What do you mean? L. Ron Hubbard is
I-
immortal.
I forgot he went off to his spaceship in the sky or whatever it is Scientologists believe.
Where else is your spaceship going to be?
Landed on the ground, so I keep mine.
Lame.
Right, I know, but
Buckle
you know,
in for a riotous trip across the ages in this bestseller. When his top secret cargo activates unexpectedly,
I
Private
know that if I
Dumb-
put my spaceship anywhere than in the sky,
Dumphy, it's either Dumphy or Dumpy, will have to survive jumps through time from a Mayan city to the Ice Age. to get
Spies and
back home.
lies. Spies and lies.
I feel like the Mayans and the Ice Age aren't like super far apart as far as time is concerned. Like, not an expert.
as far
they're
as
both pretty
human time is
passy.
concerned, yes.
Well, for human history, it's kind of a big thing, but like, as far as like the entire expanse of time, no.
No, I mean if he was jumping from like the Triassic,
Yeah,
the
that'd be a
Mayan,
big
or
difference.
jump, but
Yeah.
certainly not the Ice Age.
This next one looks awesome. Miss Mabel's School for Girls.
Look how pretty
Ooh.
that is.
Yes. Most young witches travel to Miss Mabel's School for Girls to learn magic. Hear me out, though, this next sentence. But Bianca travels to the school for a different reason, to confront Miss Mabel, the woman who cursed her family. Can she break the spell before it kills her? I'm like, holy shit.
Dude, that sounds intense.
This one's 99 cents, but I'm so friggin' into it.
Okay, what's that called again? Miss Mabel's School for...
For girls. I kind of want a hardcover of that because it would probably be like embossed and gorgeous.
Ooh, yeah.
Next book is called Once Dead.
Twice Shy?
No. Was that your like thing this week?
What?
That phrase.
Did I say twice shy more than once?
Yeah, you said it like 1,000 times on whatever day that was, Monday. I was
Oh
there.
yeah, that's right, because I was talking about Cat Guy.
Yeah.
Tabby Kitty.
Brought back to life by an alien entity, former
Not a cat.
CIA assassin Jack Gregory faces apocalyptic events while trying to solve the mystery of his own resurrection.
It was cats.
I
I was gonna say that guy looks like Francis.
You know what? I'm just
but
gonna
then I
keep
went,
dropping that.
stop.
this entire
That guy looks like Francis.
this entire week is just for Brian.
Yeah, everything
Okay.
is for Brian. Shout out to Brian.
Hi,
We love
Brian.
you, Brian.
He has a blog.
Hi, Brain.
He does have a blog. He's the computer guy, and I'm in love
Yeah,
with
but
him.
nobody bothers to
Guy
remember
and-
his name.
Kenya stalks him.
It's because he's bae. Next is Love Ellen
That looks adorable.
by Ellen DeGeneres' mom.
That looks incredibly adorable.
The mother of beloved comedian and wildly popular talk show host Ellen DeGeneres details both her own life and her daughter's in this heartfelt memoir, offers touching insights into Ellen's childhood, her coming out, and the emotional journey these two women took together.
That sounds super adorable. Not my cup of tea, but super adorable.
This is like the only LGBT book, like tagged LGBT to date, that wasn't smut.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
about right.
that's definitely
Because
not smut.
that's what all us queers are all about. Smut.
Smutty McSmut smut.
This book's entire cover is the same color. It's all just beige.
Well, that's so that you know it's not smut, Kenya. It's really important because the queers will get confused otherwise. I'm gonna get so much hate mail, like all of it. I'm gonna get all of the hate mail. They're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that bitch?"
Because the sarcasm is
Who
just
even
dripping.
watches our videos?
No one.
Next is Stillwater. When ex-FBI agent Jack McBride becomes a police chief of a small Texas town, he soon finds himself investigating multiple murders and uncovering explosive secrets.
I hope they are literally explosive. Like, I want them to be bombs.
Yeah. Also, I feel like Jack McBride is like the only name you're allowed to give your ex-FBI agent.
You know, I was even thinking, I'm like, didn't we already know other books about him? Like, has he gotten around that much?
He's a crime slut.
I like that phrase.
Oh, all right. Grab your snuggies. It's about to get cozy.
Oh, Lord.
Geared for the Grave.
Geared for the grave.
It's the first in a new series.
They all are. Like, everybody just does one.
And then they're like, then they wake up after their tea-induced coma, and they're like, what have I done?
Speeds along and never puts on the brakes.
While working at a bicycle shop on beautiful Mackinac Island, Evie takes up sleuthing when a deadly brake failure turns out to be murder.
I like how you say it. Say it.
What? When a what?
A deadly brake failure.
On a bike?
Yup.
Did they go flying off? I don't understand.
What were they, like riding down a mountain? They were riding in traffic, and they were like, oh no, looks like I can't stop because I can't use my feet anymore.
Or jump off, you know.
Right? They didn't have training wheels. It was tragic.
Maybe they fell into the ocean since they're on an island.
Yes, but I still feel like your feet are fully functional.
Maybe their feet got broken. I have no idea.
Yeah, they're riding a bike with broken feet. They're like, doop-a-doop-a-doo, just riding this bike, ain't got no feet.
Nope. She totally made a second one called Demise in Denim.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking on Amazon right now.
Stop, Sarah. It hurts.
Why would you do this?
The Matrix is still on here. I remember that one being really boring. It's still $1.99 if you are a boring person and want to spend $2.
Then enjoy.
It's getting cozier because we have the
dear.
Goodbye Witch.
See no evil.
So it looks like there's a cat on the front. There's a cat and a dog. Holy shit! And it's a witchcraft mystery.
We got a cat and a dog? That's
Yeah, a cat and a
unprecedented.
dog.
It looks like they used Harrington font for the all
Are you going to
caps.
talk about the font again?
No, I was just saying why.
No.
That's not Harrington in all caps.
No.
Where is that?
It's the curly letters are definitely not what the rest of it is.
Well, no, but it's not Harrington.
The H made me think it was.
You guys are talking about fonts. Nobody listening to this knows about fonts. Not that I know if anybody listens to this.
That's why we're here,
They need to know.
to rescue them from bad fonts.
For bad fonts. Yes.
Actually, those lowercase letters might be Poor Richard.
It looks like them, yeah.
Okay, look, you guys are doing it again.
Starla is being hounded by her murderous ex-husband,
Well,
but
that's
no one else in
just
town can
awful.
catch a glimpse of him. Now it's up to her best friend Darcy to use her powers and track down this mysterious ghost of a man before he comes for Starla's head.
Oh, hold up. Is he literally a ghost?
I don't know.
If he's not literally a ghost, then I don't give
Is
a
her
shit.
friend the cat?
No, I don't think her friend is the cat.
I hope it is.
No, her friend is this cat. Antiques Mall.
Wait, is that seriously the next book?
Yes.
Were these written by the same people?
Is this a cat?
Is that a
No, it's a dog.
Is
Is that a Pomeranian?
What is that? No, that's a
It's a dog cat.
Shih Tzu? No, not Shih Tzu. The other one.
It's not a Lhasa Lapso. They look like dust mops.
Yeah, but no, this is definitely a Dustmop dog. This is Dustmop dog, but not a Lhasa Apso. This is that
It's the
other.
See, I
dog-
don't think a lot of people know much about dogs either, but
I-
we're still doing it.
Yeah, this is dog. Okay, it's a dog on a broomstick.
It's the dog from Excel Saga that you can't tell if it's a cat or a dog.
Somebody's showing their
Ew.
weeb.
One of the funniest cozy series going.
Oh, wait, did it
Wrong.
seriously say it was a cozy series?
Yes, this is one
They're
of the
owning it.
funniest
Beautiful.
cozy series.
Actually, you know what?
going.
No, I can get behind that. You own that. You know you're writing something cozy. You get behind that.
I mean,
Work
it's
it.
also got trash right on the cover too.
Okay,
Yes,
go ahead.
you
Read,
work
read
it.
the thing. I want to know what this one's about.
Okay, I generally don't read the quotes, but like this one just gets me. In a humorous cozy that teams with quirky characters. First of all, they're using cozy as a noun. Brandy races to solve a Halloween murder after a dead body turns up at an antiques mall.
Wait, but is Brandy the dog?
I can only guess.
I think Sarah's dying. Like, I think you literally murdered her. Like, I think she
Well-
is not. Sarah
Will
is
somebody
dying.
call up a local B&B and ask the person who runs it to solve the mystery? All right, another one from last week. Innocent Victims is still available. Or Minette Walters is still available.
One or the
I
other.
can't
you
tell.
know.
Next is Special Circumstances. When Mike Daly's best friend is charged with murder, the former public defender goes toe-to-toe with the very law firm that recently ousted him. The case soon exposes the firm's sinister secrets. In this rousing legal thriller.
Where the hell did that silencer go? Oh, here it is.
That one was dumb, but this one looks really cool. It is called Time Bound, and it's swirly.
It looks like a. It reminds me of steampunk. The font, and the swirls above it.
When a past murder threatens her life, Kate travels back in time to the Chicago World's Fair. But changing history comes with a cost. The boy she loves will have no memory of her. Well, shit damn. Can't give up that boy.
I forgot how much we needed them.
Yes, I mean, you know, when you're trying to prevent your own murder, that's all I'm thinking about is like, but what if boys won't like me afterward? Did Katie die?
I don't know. She's still there.
Yeah, she's there, but I can't hear her.
Ah, I somehow managed to accidentally mute my own microphone. Probably
Oh.
while I was trying to find
Hi,
it.
Katie.
So I was saying, though, no, I can totally understand why you would have to stop and consider, you know, boys, because obviously we can't function without them,
Well, yeah, I mean, you might as well just go ahead and get murdered.
right?
Next one is Sniper. It's a novel, in case anyone was wondering. When a sniper kills 4 people in Boston, Detective Mike Houston and his partner Anne Bouchard begin a dangerous investigation that leads to a deadly showdown.
I like the very simple.
Right? I could pronounce that. It was amazing.
Right?
Next one is called The Shadow Fabric.
Interesting.
It's got a hourglass and some tentacles
Yeah,
coming
like-
out.
It's like the second. It's Slender Man. It's like the second or third hourglass we've seen.
Yeah, a lot of hourglasses.
The tentacles kind of remind me of Hermaeus Mora, though.
Yes.
With his memories gone, Leo starts fresh by taking a mysterious new job, only to open the door to a dangerous world of secrets and supernatural horrors. Can he survive the pure evil of the capital S shadow fabric and find answers?
I certainly hope so. I'm a little concerned for his well-being.
Yeah. Hang in there, Leo. Next is 5 books in a box.
That's a lot of books.
This is the complete Catan University series, or Catan University. Nicole Williams has magical abilities, but she is also the only student. Oh, but she is also. I can't read. But she is the only student at Catan University who can't channel her powers. And now she faces a terrible decision that could lead to untold destruction.
Discern, praxis. I can't tell what that one says. Observe and reclaim. What the hell does? Oh, perceive. Oh,
Perceive. You
perceive.
can, the irony.
the sea looked really far away from the east. I thought it was 2 words.
That told us pretty much nothing, though. It's like,
Right.
okay, she has powers, she can't control them. Fucking fantastic. That sounds real different.
I was gonna say that sounds like everybody else who has powers. And you know, why would you go to university if you could control your powers?
I like the cover of this one.
Fighting caravans?
A Western story. That's it.
I'm very shocked. What do you mean this cowboys on horses with covered wagons and this very cowboy looking font is a Western? What the
I
hell?
love it. Fighting
Not, it's
caravans.
definitely
a
not.
Western.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Follow Clint Belmont as he travels across dangerous prairies, falls in love, and risks everything for a new life.
Oh.
Clint is like the #1 cowboy name. Like, it can't be a Western without somebody named Clint.
Good job,
Yeah,
Mr.
that's a very
Eastwood.
cowboy name.
Next one is also from last week. It is Love and Other Wounds.
That was the one we were disappointed in, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this book.
That's because we were busy being disappointed. When we get disappointed, we tend to forget them.
It's short stories that about like nothing. There wasn't a whole lot to go on. This one's called Darkness Brutal.
Is it a YA novel?
You
I think-
win!
Hooray.
When his sister is marked by a demon, Aiden seeks the help of paranormal investigators and unwittingly ignites an epic battle between capital L Light and capital D Darkness.
Oh, of course.
Your name is Aiden.
Yes. That one's $2 even.
Ew.
Usually there's
No
something
way.
99, but it's $2.
The N in this font is just an upside down U.
Next one is also from last week. Today's theme is we ran out of ideas, so we just put everything from last week. It's West to Bravo, so it's another Western. The next one is A Magic Dark and Bright.
Oh.
Amelia hasn't encountered the ghostly woman in white since her brother died, but when mysterious Charlie moves in next door, she resurfaces, and Amelia's efforts to help the spirit find peace go awry in this captivating read.
I wish my hair did that. Instead it just frizzes out and looks like a bird's nest.
I don't know anything about hair.
Literally nothing
Except-
about hair.
Except that it's all over the place, right?
Yes, and that it makes my vacuum cleaner smell like fire. Next one is also from last week, the Forever Gate Compendium Edition, so it's at least 3 books in one, is still free if you need to know more about what's going on in that very busy cover. This one is a book set, but I only have this one cover to show you. It is the Letty Whitaker 12-Step Mysteries, books
Oh.
1 through 3. Psychotherapist Letty Whitaker keeps secrets for a living, but with clients like hers, work can be downright deadly. Follow Letty as she takes on dangerous cases in these 3 riveting mysteries. I feel like that's a conflict of interest there. Like, I feel like you can't solve mysteries about your therapy clients.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
That's irresponsible of you, Letty. I'll have your license. Next one is free and kind of interesting looking.
A little bit, yeah.
Fae, the Wild Hunt. The Fae have been isolated from the world for hundreds of years, but now those barriers are being broken and war is coming.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, well, all right. I mean, I'll get it, but that was not very helpful. The next one is some lady's crotch from the side.
Oh, is that like the opposite of lady torso? Like, since we have torsos and those are usually only for guys, do we get crotch for ladies?
I hope not.
Yeah, that's disappointing if we do.
And also Armed and Fabulous, and then there's a gun sight centered on money. I'm Armed and Fabulous.
Super ugly dress.
When she discovers the vice president of Green Hand Insurance dead, Temp Lexi Graves finds herself at the center of the investigation, made more difficult by a slew of hilarious and mysterious complications.
My God.
What the fuck?
Lexi, get a better job.
Hilarious complications? Like,
It
Yeah.
says that.
yeah, just quit your job, get a better one. Who fucking cares?
Also, get a better name.
That too.
What are the odds that Miss Graves finds a dead body at her new job?
Right? They're like, Jesus, Graves again.
Hey, I know this one.
Oh yeah, this one has a lot of action.
Arctic War Game? Yes, it has a lot of action, and it is
Right.
still free if you are
Sorry.
if you
Carry
aren't
on, I
getting
just
enough
assumed there was
action.
About this thing.
Next one also free. It's the I don't know how to pronounce that. Perseid collapse. Perseid.
Proceed. I don't.
I don't know, but it's collapsing. Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
6 years after a plague decimated the world's population, mankind is trying to rebuild. But an inconceivable event will unleash a terror the likes of which the Earth has never seen. Can survivalist Alex Fletcher protect his family from a new danger?
That word is the definition any of a shower of meteors appearing in August.
I thought that's what that was, but I
Oh,
don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, how is
Hang
it
on,
pronounced?
looking-
You're looking at the
It's
definition. here.
Perseid.
Oh,
ID.
Okay.
Perseid.
Perseid. Okay. So whatever it is must be coming from space.
Space.
This one is called Circled, and it looks like a bike tire, but also a snake.
Tire snake. That's where I keep my snake.
Absorbing crime thriller, reporter Chloe looks into a mysterious
No.
fire and probes deadly secrets that could rock her small southern hometown. What the fuck did I just say? Like, I don't know the words that just came out of my mouth.
Part
It
of the Crime After Time collection.
Crime after time. When you're lost, then you will find
It's
me.
full of spies and lies.
Time after time. Does she have the strength to overcome her own demons? That one's free.
Everybody needs to just start with episode 4. That's the one we sing in. We are all
It's so
terrible. The only
early to
person
be
that can
having a-
sing is Kenya, and I'm very disappointed in myself for trying.
I don't know why people think I can sing. I
Well,
just sing
way
loud.
better than me, bitch. Like,
I'm still so bad. Next one is called Emerge. 6 years ago, the entire population of New Calem was nearly wiped out by a deadly virus.
Caelum.
What?
How's it spelled? Calum.
Caelum.
Kylum.
Okay. Now there's a new outbreak, and Westlyn Lane must track down the elusive Cricket, his first love and the only known survivor, in hopes of finding a cure. What was that?
The sound effect for that.
That one is free.
I'm very disappointed in the spelling of that character's name.
Yup.
Although I do like Cricket.
I do, yeah, I like Cricket too. And I think it's important to note that there is not a gender mentioned for either of those people. Oh no, it says his first love. Okay, so Westlyn is a dude.
Yeah, but maybe Cricket isn't. Or, I'm sorry, isn't a girl, I should specify.
Fingers crossed, maybe Cricket's non-binary. That's a pretty gender-neutral name.
Yeah.
Headcanon accepted. Next one is called Dead Man's Hand.
Oh, I wanted there to be a dead hand on that.
Well, I mean,
There is, technically.
it's a hand
but
of poker, so, and there's
Yeah.
blood,
I
so,
wanted
I
to
mean,
say
maybe
more
there's
literal.
hands.
It's a Horcrux.
Holy shit.
Who's Horcrux?
I don't know.
Donald Trump's? I don't know.
Well, you know what? In the Art of the Deal movie that he made, he did use a lot of cards.
Well, framed for murder, Las Vegas debt collector Calvin Waters must prove his innocence to Detective Dale Dayton. That was a lot of D's. Together, they race to find the real killer in this debut novel. Oh no. The rest of the quote is debut novel that doesn't read like one.
Ugh.
It sounds like you're not new at this.
Good job. It sounds like you know how to write.
Yay!
Really?
Next one is
Whoa.
called
I am
Personal
not
Justice
that.
Is
by
that
Raven T. Hill.
that looks like somebody who's joining the dark side?
Yeah, I'm like, who fucking put Anakin Skywalker on this book?
That's what I was thinking. It was like it's somebody from the dark
Actually,
side.
the very first thing I thought was, oh god, who let the 12-year-olds use Photoshop? And then the very second thing I thought was, okay, yeah, no, that's Anakin Skywalker.
Also, this is apparently a book 7. That's the only interpretation I can give to that bloody 7 in the bottom corner.
From the author of Justice Returns
I'm still upset about Raven with a Y.
and blood on it.
Well, they tried to cover it up with blood. When a suspected murderer manages to disappear, the family of the victim turns to Jake and Annie Lincoln for help. Now the two private investigators are on the hunt for the killer, and they'll stop at nothing to make sure justice is served. Wow.
Good job, guys. A+.
Next one is Super Dark, :1.
Oh, I did not think that was actually the name of it.
Sam Harper has never gotten over her childhood friend Elliot's kidnapping or the guilt she carries, but her life is forever changed when she meets handsome Lee, whose dark secrets might provide the answers she longs for.
Why? What would Lee have anything to do with her friend being kidnapped unless Lee is her kidnapped friend?
Well, a captivating tale of romance, suspense, and the paranormal, so somebody's a fucking vampire or
I was
something.
gonna say it! Say it! Say what you are! Vampire.
That one's free, and the previous one was free if I forgot to
I would like
announce.
I would like one of these books that's written like this, like the cover, because when I look at the cover, I think it's going to be something humorous. To be that Tumblr story of the vampire dating the human who's mad at him, and she just eats garlic, and he's like, "Bae, bae," like he can't. I want it to be that. That needs to be the story. It needs to be a funny vampire story.
I'm working on it.
Pissed.
Okay.
Yes, the next one is called Full House, and I am very sad for whatever lady has that broken leg.
Right.
Look at those hooker shoes.
It looks
Ma'am,
like
I'm
she's
so sorry
stumbling,
for your
like
hips.
somebody hit her with a car and she's stumbling away from the scene of the crime.
Right, and one of her legs is detached.
Yeah, it's really long.
Yeah, like you can't stand like that and have both feet flat on the floor. We have discussed this.
Several
You
times.
can't. Like, it's not, you can't do it. I want everyone to try it, like, right now. Like, go home and stand up and try to, like, put one leg out really far and
Go
put both
home.
feet flat on the floor. Go home.
And then on top of
if
it,
you're watching this on a
don't
subway,
actually just
make sure
put-
you go home
don't put 2
first.
feet on the floor either, because she is wearing fucking hooker shoes there. So you got to do it while on your toes.
They're clear.
Yes. Anyway, though, in the middle of the suburbs, a seemingly peaceful cult is building an ark to prepare for the worst.
No, what?
It's a cult.
Okay,
It's
suburbs.
a nice one.
Yeah, it's a seemingly peaceful cult, and they're
It's
building
a
an
nice
ark.
cult.
Yeah, they're building an ark. But when their leader disappears with a boatload of cash, who would have suspected? Jake Sampson and Rosie Vicente,
Private.
sure, are brought in to investigate. Solving this case won't be smooth sailing.
No, shut up.
That one's also free.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
It's the puns.
Next one is The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury, also known as the guy who brought you Fahrenheit 451 and Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Right.
So it's
Hey,
a
I was
classic.
trying to remember what.
I like the way his name is hidden. That's kind of cool. That's clever.
Based on his track record, this is probably dystopian intellectualism. From a giant of American literature comes a dazzling collection of stories about humanity's future on the Red Planet.
Oh, so it's like a whole bunch of short stories about it.
Right, about
Interesting.
living on Mars. It's $1.99, and I feel like for somebody this well known and something this classic, you could probably find it for like cheaper even.
Right.
The next one is The Death of Lucy Kite. Josephine Tay inherits a cottage and the secrets within it from her godmother, but the clues to an old crime lurk there, and the truth will bring her to a mysterious woman who also has a claim on the house.
Huh. I don't know what to say about that one.
You literally just took the words out of my mouth. I don't know what to say. Well, there's that. Next one is called All the Shiny Things.
No.
Oh. I was like, is this a Firefly novel?
Well, this one's about you. Katie's world falls apart when she discovers her perfect life is based on lies.
Yeah, no.
Now, with the help of Detective Marshall Avery, Katie dives into a dangerous past, but will she go too deep, and what monsters lie in wait? That one's free. I wanted it to be spookier based on the cover, but now I'm sad.
It happens.
We've got a lot of free ones to pick from today because the next one is also free, and it's called Wanton Regard.
I'm curious as to what's going on there.
Haley Vaughn seems to have it all, but a sadistic stalker has been closely watching her, waiting for the perfect moment to put his plans into motion. Holy shit.
You gotta watch the one you love.
How
did you get that close to her face without her noticing?
Zoom.
But cameras like that, I didn't think they usually had very good quality when you zoomed in.
It would be a shitty zoom, but she looks really scared, so, I wonder if he's got her somewhere.
Pods.
That one's free, so I'm gonna get it and then probably read it and cry and call my mom. Which is what I usually do when I read stalker stories. I will read ghost stories all day, every day, but then, as soon as somebody's being stalked, I'm like, Mom!
Mom, the book scared me.
And I usually just don't tell her. I just call her and I'm like, "Hi, what are you doing? There's not somebody outside my apartment right now."
Right, I need to talk to somebody right now. Please help me.
The next one is very red and it's called Hostile Witness. Lawyer Victor Carl is looking to make some cash, and he gets the chance when he's hired to represent a man on trial for arson, murder, and extortion. But Victor soon realizes that he's been set up to take a fall, and the only way out is to bend the law.
Whoa.
There's
Shit.
nothing more dangerous than an honest lawyer.
That's because they don't exist, Sarah. They're like unicorns.
That's what I read right there.
I want there to be unicorns in that book now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawyery unicorns.
Oh my god, in business suits, carrying like
Lawyer.
suitcases, like yeah, like a little valise, and they're going around with their briefcase, like lawyering at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the Eternal World. A scientific prodigy, David is working toward a medical breakthrough, only to find himself embroiled in a centuries-old war among immortals.
What?
I
That got
did
tense
not
real quick.
think that was going there, but well, I mean that kind of makes sense. Like, what if he's about to discover the cure for something that's gonna like reverse aging or whatever, and then
The immortals
make
are like,
humans
whoa,
too?
bro, whoa.
Yeah, they're like, nope, nope, nope. Humans can't have this knowledge. Bye.
Did you see the last name? Christopher Farnsworth.
Farnsworth.
Professor
Yeah,
Farnsworth.
I looked at that earlier and I was like, Farnsworth. The next one is called The Distant Land of My Father.
Oh look, Chinatown.
It's very old-timey looking. This richly imagined novel about a father and daughter torn apart by geography, conflict, and destructive power is a marvelous story.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, is that it?
Well, there's a quote, full of momentum yet complex and unpredictable.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That one's literary fiction, so like it's almost guaranteed to be sad,
Right.
as we all know.
That's how literary fiction usually is.
The next one is the Plague Wars trilogy, if I could talk. As the mysterious Eden plague ravages the world, society is thrown into chaos and humanity is in danger. Can a band of unlikely heroes save the planet before it's too late?
Apparently not, because they took 2 more books.
Well, unless there's more problems.
Yeah, I don't know. The first one is Eden Plague. Maybe there's just other stuff they have to do afterward.
Reaper's Run and Skull's Shadow.
That description was the most like generic thing I've ever heard though.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, the next one is 4 books in one, and I feel like every week we have a not Game of Thrones.
Oh, look, not Game of
Yay!
Thrones.
It's
The
another
covers
not-
are even not Game of Thrones.
Because they are very similar.
Frostborn.
Embark on a journey through the Frostborn saga with this omnibus of 4-page turning fantasies. Swordbearer Ridmark Arben is accused of being a traitor. His people have shunned him, but he alone has seen the nightmare that is poised to descend upon their land. I
Of
looked
course
this
he
up earlier. There are at least 10 of them, like, total.
Holy Jesus.
Right? I have no idea what is going on for that long. Like, I feel like you can't be accused of being a traitor for 10 books. Somebody's gonna find you.
Yeah, or like try to stop or something.
I didn't look too hard into them, but like a lot of the later ones had pretty good reviews, and I didn't want to. I just sort of glanced.
Right.
But like the top reviews were pretty good. I also really want to know if the first quest is the first one, and if so, why is it the last one in the picture?
Oh, yeah, that's a.
I'm interested in the Undying Wizard, though.
I like Undying Wizards.
Yeah,
If anybody's gonna be undying, it's gonna be a wizard.
that's true.
They fucking get everything.
Oh, and okay, this is the last one, and it is free. It's called Follow the Crow.
By B.B. Griffith.
For 6 years, the crows have followed Ben. Perhaps
Oh.
they hold the secret to his sister's unsolved disappearance. Together with
might.
Caroline, a woman blessed with special gifts, he goes hunting for answers and plunges into a mesmerizing otherworldly mystery.
Oh.
Huh. It's free. I'll get it. It's a little weird. We also had a theme of like missing siblings this week. Everybody's like, well, somebody went missing and now I'm upset.
Right. I misplaced this person and I'm none too happy about it.
Damn it, I liked that one. That was one of my favorite humans.
Yeah, those are so hard to find too.
I know, I know. It's so hard to find good humans these days.
Right. Whoops.
All right, so that's it. There were a lot of books today, and they all
That was a
looked
lot
pretty
of books.
cool. So
Yeah, they weren't nearly as disappointing as I expected. But I expect everything to be disappointing.
maybe next week we'll have some terrible ones, and we can have some more outbursts. So that concludes this week's books. I appreciate any poor soul who took the time to listen to our bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And yep, until next time,
Thanks,
remember,
Ryan.
ebook rhymes with free book.
It does.
Okay, bye.
Later.
Bye.